Trading on higher time frame is better than trading on lower time frame. All right, let me share my thought process with you guys. Yesterday, oil prices melted down. Why? They melted down because Trump paused Project Freedom and started negotiating with Iran. However, for the first 2 hours of yesterday, the first 2 hours candlestick was bullish for oil. Can anyone tell me why? It's very hard to determine why oil was bullish for the first 2 hours of the day and then bearish for the rest of the day. We can tell that oil was bearish for the rest of the day because Project Freedom was paused and Trump is negotiating with Iran. However, we can't tell why that first candlestick of the day was bullish. Therefore, what I'm trying to say here is that if there was a trader trading on the lower time frame for the first few hours of the day and they took a trade and they placed a tight stop loss, this 2 hours bullish candlestick would have taken them out of the trade. And if I were to ask this trader, well, why did you lose that trade? Do you have any logical reasoning as to why you lost that trade so you can improve, so you can learn from that trade? They would look at me and say, no, because a short period movement in an asset is very hard to find a logical reasoning for. Therefore, what this trader will tell me is they will tell me, oh no, I lost, it's just statistics, you can't win them all, and all of these like quotes that traders have studied. So, however, when I lose, it takes a bunch of days for my stop loss to be hit. And as a result of that, because we can explain why a movement happened from a long period of time perspective, I can go ahead and say, I lost because of XYZ. I can clearly pinpoint the reason. You see it in my articles all the time, guys, when I'm sending you these emails. When I lose, I have an exact reason as to why I lost. I didn't see this headline. I didn't look at this metric, or I didn't consider this metric in my analysis. I have an exact reason for my loss. And because I have an exact reason for my loss, I can go ahead and improve. The path to profitability is taking an unprofitable trading strategy and then improving it into profitability. You can't improve your system into profitability if you can't identify the flaws of your system. And you can't identify the flaws of your system if you can't find a reason for your losses.